Hi, it's Eileen Baranek, and I just wanted to show you something I'm using to grade DBQs. We're in kind of a template phase right now, but something that's making my life really easy, and this is Peermark, which is part of Turnitin.com. So if your school has a subscription to Turnitin.com, which mine does, this is part of it, and it's a part that I never actually used. I always used Turnitin.com for like a plagiarism check for my students. But I'm not even using it for that really, although it is helpful. Instead, I'm using it for their Peermark assignment. So once you've created an assignment in Turnitin.com, kids can turn in their paper, their template, or whatever it is you're using. And once that's turned in, you can very quickly create a Peermark assignment, and they are then, you can set it up in lots of different ways, but I set it up so that they are automatically assigned somebody else's paper, and you can choose how many papers you want them to review, and if you want them to review their own. And then you also can choose if students who have not turned in a paper can still do a peer editing, which, is still useful because they're getting to, have to identify the different components of a DBQ. And then you can also set it up for all of these different questions that you want them to answer. And there's a lot of different ways you can do it. So what I did with mine is I actually took the questions that I would need in order to kind of just grade a DBQ, and I want my students really thinking and looking for these elements, and I just gave them a yes or no answer, and that's it. So they went through, they answer the questions, and then I gave them 2 open questions at the bottom to answer. And then the way that I grade DBQs that are not like worth points, because we do a lot of in-class practices, is that I will actually give direct feedback to a single class because I have 4 sections of AP. And for like the next DBQ, then I give direct feedback to a different section. And what I do then is with that one section I go through, I create these common errors kind of handouts, and I give these to all of the groups, and before they write their next DBQ, we go through and talk about like, what am I seeing that needs to be improved upon, and they can ask questions about how that can happen. I mean, of course, I give them examples and things like that too. But this Peermark, again, it's my first time using it, and it's making it really easy to grade because I'm also not like overdoing the comments. And when I do comment, because you can actually like highlight in here and add a comment. When I do add a comment, I'm typing it, and I'm a pretty fast typer. So this is working out really nicely for me, and so I thought I would share it with you. If anybody wants more information about Peermark, you can certainly ask me. I've only used it once, so can't promise that I can, do it perfectly. But yeah, it's a great program. It's a lot like Peergrade.io, which my school does not have a subscription to. So this is my alternative.